Hey everyone, welcome to my very first Rosewood report. If you've been following along with my Pretty Little Liars rewatch series, we have officially made it through the first 5 episodes of season 1. And let me just say, we are only 5 episodes in and Rosewood is already a complete disaster. We have missing girl mysteries, secret relationships, family drama, betrayal, blackmail, suspicious adults, and someone called A who somehow knows everything. So today, instead of just recapping one episode, we're looking at the bigger picture. What are the biggest mysteries? Who is the most suspicious? Who is handling everything the best? Who is the biggest red flags? And what are my thoughts after 5 episodes? Obviously, the biggest mystery in the entire show so far is A. From the very first episode, A appears out of nowhere and immediately proves they know things that no one else should. Now that's what makes A so terrifying. It's not just that they're sending creepy messages, it's that they know secrets. They know things the girls haven't told anyone. They know their fears. They know exactly when to show up and exactly what to say to hurt them. What I love about these first 5 episodes is that A isn't acting like a random bully. This feels personal. Whoever A is, they aren't just trying to scare the girls, they're trying to control them. And after 5 episodes, my biggest question is, how does this person know everything? Are they someone close to the girls? Are they someone who's close to Allison? Or has someone been watching them this whole time? The most intense A moments so far, there's already been so many, where A makes the girls feel like they have nowhere to hide. The worst part is that every message targets exactly what each girl is struggling with. For Arya, it's her secret relationship with Ezra and everything happening with her family. For Spencer, it's her complicated family life and constantly feeling like she has to be perfect. For Hannah, it's her fear of losing the perfect image she's built. For Emily, it's her fear that people discovering feelings she's still just trying to understand herself. A isn't just exposing secrets, A understands these girls. And honestly, that's what makes it so creepy. MVP liar after 5 episodes. Okay, so this one's hard because every girl has their moments. But if I had to pick one, I think I have to give it to Spencer. Spencer is constantly dealing with pressure from every direction. Her family expects perfection. Her relationship with Melissa is complicated. She's carrying guilt, and even with all of that, she's still trying to figure out the truth. She asks questions, she notices details, and she doesn't just accept things because someone tells her what to believe. The detective side of Spencer is already showing, and honestly, it's going to become one of her strongest qualities. The liar I feel the worst for, this one might surprise people, but I think it's Emily. Emily is trying to constantly be the perfect person everyone expects her to be. A good daughter, a good student, a good friend, but you can see how much pressure she's under. And then Maya came into her life, and suddenly Emily gets to be a little more herself. You can see how much lighter she seems when she's around Maya. Watching this again, it actually feels really weird because Emily spent so much time worrying and disappointing other people, and her at the end has changed so much. Biggest red flags after the first 5 episodes. Okay, there's a lot. Let's talk about them. First of all, Ezra Fitz. When this first aired, so many people saw Ezra and Arya as this excited, forbidden relationship, but watching it now, the teacher student situation is a huge red flag. The power difference is impossible to ignore. It's definitely one of those storylines that feels very different watching it years later. Allison. Even though Allison is gone, her presence controls everything. The more we learn about her, the more complicated she becomes. She was charming, confident, she was the leader, but she also manipulated people and kept secrets. The biggest question is, did the girls really know Allison at all? Rosewood adults. Honestly, almost every adult in this town is suspicious. Parents are keeping secrets. Adults know more than they're saying. Everyone seems connected somehow. Rosewood is that kind of town where you start questioning a random person just walking down the street. Most suspicious person after the 5 episodes. Okay, this is where it gets fun. My suspect list right now, number 1 is Jenna. Because there's obviously so much more history there than with the Jenna thing. That's a huge secret, and the girls clearly don't know the full story. Number 2, Melissa. The Hastings family has so much tension. Melissa knows more than she leads on, and Spencer's relationship with her is way too complicated. Number 3, Toby. Now, I don't necessarily think Toby is guilty, but I understand why everyone is suspicious of him. The problem is, Rosewood has a habit of deciding someone is guilty before knowing the truth. The fact that these teenagers are expected to handle everything, imagine being in high school and your daily life includes solving a missing person mystery, getting blackmailed, keeping adult secrets, dealing with family drama, avoiding someone who is constantly watching you, and somehow still having your homework done. Like, how are these girls even passing their classes? Favorite friendship so far, I have to say, is the 4 girls rebuilding their friendship. The saddest thing about Allison's disappearance is that it didn't just take Allison away, it broke the group apart. Watching them slowly start trusting each other again is actually one of the best parts of those early episodes. They don't have everything figured out, they don't always agree, but they're starting to realize that they need each other. My predictions after 5 episodes, and okay, remember this is only based on the first 5 episodes. I think A is someone who knew Allison very well. I think Allison had more enemies than the girls realized. I think that the adults are way more involved somehow. I think Rosewood has way more secrets than anyone knows, and I think the girls are going to discover that the Allison they knew wasn't the full story of the Allison she is. Final thoughts after only 5 episodes. Pretty Little Liars has already created a world where nobody feels completely innocent. Everyone has secrets, everyone has a reason to lie, and everyone has something to hide. And that's why this show became so addictive. The biggest question isn't just who is A, it's how much did Allison really know before she disappeared. Thanks for watching my first Rosewood report. Now tell me, after only 5 episodes, who would you trust the least in Rosewood? Who is your biggest A suspect right now? I'll see you in the next episode recap, episode 6.